Good morning, welcome to Friday. This is day 5 of 5. As you can see, I am in school again today and I do have some students doing it. They won't be on camera, much to their relief. In a few moments, I will post up today's 10 questions. Pause it, do all 10, leave plenty of space for your workings and things like that, or any kind of notes you need to make. And then the answers will follow. You mark them in a different colour, ideally green. It will be green when we're back at school. And I'm hoping one or two of you might be getting 10 out of 10, or you perhaps have at least made quite considerable improvements. Remember, look back at the previous 4 days' notes, okay? If you've made good quality notes, you could be getting 10 out of 10. Best of luck. Okie doke, fingers crossed. Hope that went well for you and you're feeling confident of getting most of them correct. So let's go through one by one. First question is, what is the total of 600 add 6 add 0.07? So as ever, I'm going to put them into a column. I'm going to line them up. So 6,000 add 6. So 6 is going to go there. Then I've got 0.07, 0.07. So I could try and add it up like that, but for me it's always easier. I put all the decimal points in, I put all the zeros in. Okay, that way I know everything's lined up correctly. So I've got a 7 here, I've got nothing there, my decimal point. I've got a 6 here, I've got nothing, nothing, and I've got a 6. So the answer is 6,006.07. Oh, goodness me, that's not very good, is it? Try some of the old spray. That's better. Right, next up is 86 times 43. 86 times 43. Remember to leave a nice bit of space here. Enable us to get our grid drawn correctly. And the diagonals. See how rough my grid is, but what I do make sure is that I go through the diagonal. So 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 3 is 18. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24. So now I need to add these up. So in this column here, I've got an 8. Here, I've got 4, 8, and 9. Here, I've got 2, 4, 6. Then I've got a 3. The answer is 3, 6, 9, 8. Okay, simplify 2a plus b, 2a plus b, minus a minus b. So, hands up if you don't know what simplify actually means. Just give me a wave if you're not sure what simplify means. Perfect, so you're all telling me you know what simplify means. You're not sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, simplify means you collect the like terms. Here, I've got a's, I've got b's, I've got another A and I've got another B. We always take the sign to the left. So now I'm going to collect them together. Okay? A's, I'm going to say that represents apples. So if I've got 2 apples and I take away an apple, what have I got? 1 apple. 1 A, 1 apple. But because there's only 1 apple there, we don't need the 1, we just put a single A. Alright? Now I'm going to do the B's. So I've got a 1B minus a 1b. So what's the B going to stand for?
Bananas.
1 banana. 1 banana, take away 1 banana is how many bananas? No bananas. And because there's nothing there, I'll just leave it.
Okay.
So your answer is just A.
Okay.
Alright? Good lad. Thank you for being honest. Always important to be honest. If x equals 5, work out the value of 2x squared. So this one's a little bit trickier than the previous day's ones actually. Anyone tell me why?
Just square it first.
Well done. Okay, I have to square it first because of what? The rule of?
Big mass.
Bid mass. Bid, brackets, indices, divide and multiply, add and subtract. This is our indice. So I need to do that first. I know x is 5. So this actually means, so if x is 5, I need to do 5 times 5 first. I need to square it. What's 5 times 5? Good. This actually means 2 times, because we know 2x means times, 2 times 25, which is 50. Okay? Everyone okay with that? Marvellous. This is a ropey old board rubber. Okay, what's up next? Round 0.851, 0.851 to one significant figure. Do you know, it doesn't matter if you can't, which of these, the 0, the 8, the 5 or the 1, which is the first significant figure?
The 0.
The 0. Do we agree with that?
No, it's the 1.
No. Jasmine?
Yeah.
The 8 is. Okay, if you've watched my previous videos, which obviously you haven't, which is absolutely fine, the zeros don't count here at the start. Okay, they don't count. You have to wait till we get to the first, what I call proper number. So the 8 is our first significant figure. Okay, so one significant figure means I have one number and anything else will be zeros. So the question I'm going to ask myself, is this 0.8, is that closer to 0.851? Is that closer to 0.8 or 0.9? It's closer to 0.9, isn't it? The answer is 0.9. And we can double check that because the 8 is followed by a 5, which means this number, well done, rounds up. Happy? Good with that? So you'll be making some really good notes on that now. I've told you 2 ways of doing that. Okay, you identify the first significant figure. You do that because it's the first number, which isn't a 0. Okay, and if it's followed by a 5 or higher, it rounds up. If it's below a 5, the first number there that you identified stays the same. Okay. Solve 10x equals 5. 10x equals 5. Yeah. Okay. So this is the final step of solving an equation, and we always divide by the number of x's. Thank you. How many x's are there here? 10. So I'm going to divide by 10. But what I do to one side, I do to the other. 10x divided by 10 is x. 5 divided by 10.
0.5.
That could be, yeah, sweet, nice one. But that could be tricky, can't it? 5 divided by 10. If you're stuck with that, just use bus stop method. Okay? The other way is use common sense. If you've got 5 pizzas and there's 10 people, how much of a pizza are they getting each? Going to be getting half, aren't they? So the answer is a half. Or you could write it as 0.5. Either way, I don't mind. Okay. If in doubt with dividing, do use the bus stop though, for that final step. Find the missing term. 50, 46, 50, 46, and already I'm thinking what's the difference between those 2 numbers? I'm not sure what that one is. And then it's 38, and it's another missing number. So, can you tell me what is the jump? What is the difference between these 2 numbers? 4. Nice one. 4. It's going down by 4, isn't it? So this is going down by 4. Common sense dictates that this is going to go down by 4. So what would that one be?
42.
42. Good man. 42. And what therefore? That one, 42 minus 4 is 38, so I'm happy with my rule now. 38 minus another 4 is 34. We've got 42 and 34. Well done. Seeming a bit dodgy with a spray. Expand 3 bracket 1 minus 3x. Hands up. Excuse me. Hands up if you don't know what expand means. Perfect. So you're all telling me, thank you for your honesty. Everyone else is telling me they know what expand means. So that means I can choose any of you and you're going to tell me. Everyone confident?
So it's where you times the...
Perfect. That's enough. Lovely. That's all I wanted. Times. Multiply. That's good enough by me. Good enough for me. So Multiply what?
The outside number by the numbers on the inside.
Spot on. Really nice. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times remember look, it's a minus 3x. You always go with the sign to the left. 3 times minus 3x is going to be good. Minus 9x, well done. Everyone happy with that? Did you not spot it was a minus? Oh, isn't that a shame? And it's something I mentioned yesterday in my video actually. Ellie knew the method. That's the hard part. Okay? But she made a silly mistake with negative numbers. Okay, always double check. Always the sign to the left. 102 millimeters, or another common sense one. I think I'm going to call these DIY questions. 102 millimeters is how many centimeters? So, which bright spark can tell me? What do I need to know in order to be able to do this? Anyone? What do I need to know?
How to convert.
Good, I need to know how to convert. But what specifically do I need to know? What's going to go there? How many millimeters in 1 centimetre? Oh, come on.
10.
10, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I sort of, yeah, people are like, oh, I think I know, I'm not sure. Don't worry if you get it wrong, it's fine. Yeah, 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre. So 102 millimetres, I need to divide it by 10. So how many 10s go into 100? Yeah, 10. And how many millimetres am I going to have left?
0.2.
0.2, beautiful. Okay, so it's 10.2 centimetres. Okay, we can double check that. 10 centimetres, well, there's 10 millimetres in 1 centimetre. 10 times 10 is 100, and then I've got my 0.2, 102. Okay? You want to be good at DIY, you need to know your conversions. Centimetres, metres, millimetres. As you end up going backwards and forwards to B and Q, taking things back. Wrong side, didn't fit. Right, last but not least, what is the 6th cube number? Honesty, always the best policy. Hands up if you're not sure what I mean by cube number. Lovely, so I can choose, you're not sure, thank you for your honesty. Everyone else is happy with what a cube number is, yeah? Perfect, tell me what a cube number is.
A cube number is something times by itself 3 times.
Top man, well done, spot on. So if I want the 6th cube number, it's just going to be 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, so what is 6 times 6, please? 36. What is 36 times 6?
16.
216, well done. So, although that's quite hard to do in your head, what method would you use to do 36 times 6?
The grid.
Well done. So don't just use the grid or the multiplying method when it's a obvious multiply question. If part of your workings is a multiplication, you can go back and still use that grid. Okay? All too often, I see people only using that grid when it's a straightforward multiply these numbers. If you've got multiplication in any sort of sum at any stage, you can use that method. Okay? The other way you could do that is what I'd call my common sense way. 36 times 6. 36 times 6. You can break it down into 30 times 6 and 6 times 6. Well, 3 times 6 is 18, so 30 times 6 must be 180. 6 times 6 is 36. Add those up. 216. Okay. Right. That's it for this week with Mr. Birch's Mega Basics. Next week it'll be more kind of the same, very similar, but probably a little bit more difficult. Okay. Another glorious day. Enjoy the weather and enjoy your weekend. See you later.